What's up, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's TV review of the 6th episode of Season 3 of Westworld, which is called Decoherence. Before we begin, please hit that subscribe button and join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next, and comment below on any video that you watch on my channel. Okay, so episode 6 is here. We have 2 more episodes after this to kind of conclude the season that we have been watching, which has been an excellent kind of hit you in the face, hit the ground running type of season. Now, with that said, Decoherence wasn't the most enlightening episode. It had some interesting moments, but after the last 2 episodes, with what Delores did with insight and all that good stuff, this feels like a little bit of a step down. It doesn't make it a bad episode. I still give it like an 8.5 out of 10. We are seeing a lot of William, the Man in Black, in this. He is, of course, in his like Clockwork Orange style world or whatever it is. He is under therapy because of some things in his past, and this is for him to kind of reconcile and to kind of mold back into a character that's been kind of shattered into pieces after his daughter has died. With that said, with everything that is happening in this show, it really feels like a moment or a segment where everything just feels kind of off kilter and out of place. There's some interesting moments in here where he ends up confronting like many people of his past or many of himself. They're using this like AR tech. The person that is actually his therapist ends up finding out she's going to kill herself. So there's a really dark moment where she actually does kill herself. And I was watching this and I'm going, this is really intriguing and interesting, but it doesn't really lead to anything, because we see, I guess maybe William's like finally putting himself back together and kind of moving forward, but I don't understand what the whole purpose of this segment was. Maybe you can enlighten me in the comments. I don't know, but it's nice to see Jimmy Simpson come back. It's really kind of interesting to see his younger self and the fact that his dad was abusive, which is a little cliche in a lot of moments. But what I do enjoy Ed Harris as an actor, but I feel like there's just something missing from this moment. I feel that it was a way for him to get plot in this season, way for him to get movement. It is nice to see, I think, Liam and Bernard kind of pick him up after everything's said and done. So who knows how long he's been in this AR unit. It could have been from the very beginning of the episode when he's in the big group and stuff like that. I like the fact they're using AR. I like the little thing they put in his mouth to kind of calm him down, to kind of go into like an oasis mode, stuff like that. But I don't understand what his character's motives and what his character's motivations are in this season. With 2 episodes left, what are they going to do with his character? Is he going to go with Bernard and Liam? Is he going to get killed by Bernard and Liam? And what is going to happen to this character? So he's like, I know my purpose now. It's like, that's what this character's biggest issue in the whole entire series is what is his purpose? I don't understand his purpose or drive. I mean, in the beginning, yes, his drive was to find the maze ending or whatever, and that kind of happened, but what is happening now? I mean, it's kind of cool. You see the maze and like the chaos that's going on in Los Angeles and over the world, but I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand the purpose of it. I guess I'm just going to be patient and wait to see how these next 2 episodes play out. But, you know, Ed Harris is doing some good work here. He's very committed to what he's doing. I just wish for more. So, but with that said, you know, Maeve is brought back. She's being reconstructed by Sarac because she has been killed in like 2 episodes ago. It's been a while since we've seen her. It's another character that has a very interesting motive. She is almost like I said, Neo in the way of her god powers in kind of the Matrix style universe. And it's nice to see Lee back. He's more, once again, just like a supporting character, kind of like a helpful point to kind of get Maeve back together. We're back in World. It's really kind of cool to go back, but she's doing the training stuff like Neo does. And once again, maybe my grade's gonna be a little bit lower, but once again, I'm kind of questioning why her progression isn't going forward. But when we get to the very end, we have Rodrigo Santoro back as, you know, Hector. And I'm really bothered by the fact they brought him back to just be killed off again. I mean, like, what is even the point of his character anymore? He was there to give Maeve something to look at for her, you know, because he's a very handsome individual. To look at it for a few minutes. I don't know. But after Hector is killed, basically Sarac is giving her another opportunity, like a third chance. He's getting ready to buy Delos to get the encryption key to do whatever he wants with Westworld, to take down Delores. And she has been transported with Hector to the Delos factory to be, or the big factory to be reconfigured, be 3D printed or whatever. And it's a really interesting thing because Delores is brought into this. She's not in the episode until this very segment where she's like in her original role, you know, stark naked, talking. She knows where she's at, like, you know, Maeve does. I think it's an interesting conversation back and forth, which is delving into the idea of freedom, the idea of control, the idea of the fact that, you know, Delores and Maeve, all these people were controlled under a system of Delos, and they're trying to set it free, which is why I like the last episode, because she's allowing the freedom to run rampant, you know, Dolores' character. And Maeve is, as Delores points out, you're under control of this guy named Sarac, and Sarac is a bad guy. He's proven once again he's doing whatever it takes to get what he needs, as we see what happens to the Charlotte character. But Maeve talks to Delores for a few minutes, and we see a segment where she's like the most OP character in this entire series, because she can see into the outer world, into the real world. She sees Charlotte coming down to basically take down Maeve and Hector, because she realizes what's going on. She tells Delores, and she basically kills Hector, which causes Maeve to like short circuit the whole entire system. And then of course there's a lot of gunplay and stuff like that, and Maeve basically comes out of the system, and she's now recreated in the 3D printed body that she has once again. And it's gonna be really interesting to see what she does. Looks like there's a lot of Kill Bill style fighting going on in these next 2 episodes that are coming up. But I like Thandie Newton. I don't think this is their strongest episode. I like the War stuff. I like that, you know, Lee came back and stuff like that. But once again, like the Man in Black stuff, it's more just set up than it is actual movie of the storytelling forward. And these are only 8 episodes, so we need more storytelling forward. But you have to have these characters to kind of set that story to go pacing forward. But the biggest plot point in this whole entire episode is dealing with Charlotte, who is running Delos, and she of course is Delores. Sarac, who knows she's Delores, as I've kind of figured that out. He knows who she is taking over Delos to get this encryption key. But Charlotte she knows she's Delores, but she has interesting emotions going on through her body with this kid, with, you know, or I don't know if it's her husband or her ex-husband. So she's so conflicted, but yet she is Delores. So it's a very interesting dichotomy of character motivations, character intrigue, and character just development to a character that's somebody else. So it's really interesting to see how her emotions play out, wanting to be there with the kid and the husband, but take care of, you know, getting Delores the stuff she needs for Delos. And when the whole system kind of collapses, when she basically takes the files from Westworld and all the Delos, you know, programs, she is confronted with a big gunfight battle, which is really cool. Her conflicting nature of that stuff. We see the big robot from, I think, episode 3. Does some really cool stuff. Doesn't do as much as, you know, the robots when they're in there, they're really cool, but you can tell their budgets are really expensive with those robots, so they don't use them as much. And she kills the whole entire board staff. Sarac does kill one of the other board members, which is really graphic. It's the middle of the day, so it's pretty crazy. But she gets the upper hand. Sarac, of course, is going to have the upper hand in the later part of this episode. And she thinks she's gotten away. She's destroyed Hector. Of course, is going to have Maeve go after everyone. And, of course, as she's taken the son and the husband to wherever they're going to go, I'm assuming they're going to go to Westworld or something like that, the car explodes. Everything explodes. The kid and the husband are dead, except we think, of course, Charlotte's dead. We think this is the end of her character once again, kind of like Hector. And no, she apparently is the T-1000 or some form of Terminator, because not only does she come out of the fire, but she is a burned victim. It's really graphic and really disturbing. There's flames still on her. You can see it's like Anakin from Revenge of the Sith. Because of the conflicted nature of her character, and because she's Delores, she's now on a warpath to take down Sarac, to take down the idea of control. And yes, that's the end of the episode. So we got these 3 stories running concurrently. They have interesting motivations and moments, but as far as the whole, I think the Charlotte stuff works a lot better than the Maeve and the William Man in Black guy stuff. But I think, like I said, if I'm going to rate this episode, I'm going to rate it probably 8.5 out of 10, because it's still interesting storytelling. This is directed by Jennifer Getzinger, who has worked on, of course, a bunch of TV shows like Script Supervisor and stuff like that. She's also directing the season finale of this season of Westworld. I think, once again, like in tone of the whole entire season, it's a very beautiful looking thing to look at. It's very well shot. It's very well scripted. It has a lot of great moments, but I think the problem is when you have an episode that is as great as the last episode was, genre, it's hard to kind of come back from that. There's always gonna be that one episode right after that's never gonna be as good as the one preceding it. It happens in every TV show, and I think that's what the problem is here. Is I had the anticipation after the last episode that I was so excited by what I was watching, and so excited by just the fast-paced nature of this season of Westworld, that it just, maybe my hopes were getting too excited. I don't know. It's just one of those things that happens. I still think everybody is still on point. I still think they're all great. I think it's there's gonna be a lot of Emmy consideration for this season, because it has done a 180 compared to season 2, and it is laser focused. I just think this episode is not as laser focused as it needs to be. It is written by Suzanne Warble and Lisa Joy. Lisa Joy, of course, is one of the creators of Westworld. The one thing I do kind of wish is that the Ashley Stubbs character, I call him Liam, I apologize, but the Luke Hemsworth character, he's more of just like the side character that doesn't really get a lot to do, and I'm kind of disappointed by that. And Bernard, Jeffrey Wright's character, I think Jeffrey Wright's the best character in Westworld outside of Maeve or Delores, but he seems to be kind of sidelined for the moment, so I'm going to be interested to see if he has any type of things going for him, because this is the one thing that I'm going to leave off with. There's a lot of setup where there's people going, I'm destined to do this, or my journey's going to go towards this, because Bernard says it, Maeve says it, Delores says it, Charlotte says it, the Man in Black says it, and it's all leading to this conclusion, this spear of conclusion. But there's like, what are they leaning towards? I know you have to have some kind of mystery, and there's a lot of mystery that's been solved throughout this entire season, but what is the center focus? That's what I'm kind of wondering. I'm kind of curious of what the next episode is going to be. It looks like it's going to focus on Eric Paul's kind of revealing of what his past history. Maybe there's going to be some interesting, Aragon from Lord of the Rings type style stuff going on there. I don't know, but they have 2 episodes to conclude this season. I'm really excited to see what they're going to do. They have, outside of some hiccups in this season with the first episode and this episode, it's going to be interesting to see. So like I said, 8 out of 5 out of 10. Doesn't mean it's a bad episode. It's better than a lot of second season episodes, but just for something that with 2 episodes left, I kind of want a little bit more. I don't need more setup. So, but anyways, that's my take on Decoherence. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this episode. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Yes, I know people have told me certain things I mess up on. It's fine. Or they disagree with me. It's fine. Tell me in the comments below what you think. So anyways, that'll do it. Hit the subscribe button and join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next, and comment below on any video that you watch on my channel. Otherwise, see you guys on the next video. Peace out.
What's up, guys? Thank you so much for checking out Movie Emporium. I really appreciate it. If you want to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button and the bell at the top. Find out what's coming next for Movie Emporium. Also, check out these 2 videos. They're amazing. I think they're awesome. I think you'll enjoy them too. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.